Welcome to PVTV International. I'm going to present this week's editions of our news roundup. Cabinet news: Acting President calls for leaders to shoulder public responsibilities. In his New Year's Day address on January 1st, Acting President Shiller of the National Unity Government extended an invitation to capable leaders to join in fulfilling public responsibility alongside the government. We respectfully invite you to shoulder public duties with us. In 2025, it is time for all ethnic revolutionary armed organizations and political forces to demonstrate stronger and more practical cooperation, both politically and militarily, to decisively eliminate Myanmar and the military junta, the acting president declared. He emphasized that the National Unity Government is prepared to transfer responsibilities to capable leaders who can lead the effort to bring about systemic changes and oversee key ministry. He acknowledged the need for broader leadership within the government and expressed willingness to relinquish responsibilities to more capable individuals as required. Additionally, Shiller highlighted plans to implement reform across relevant ministries to strengthen leadership and ensure the success of the revolution. The acting president reaffirmed his commitment to advancing this goal in the year ahead. NUG grants Amnesty to over 150 prisoners on New Year's Day. The National Unity Government NUG announced on January 1st that it had granted amnesty to more than 150 prisoners. The decision, issued by the Office of the Acting President, reflects the NUG's commitment to promoting compassion and humanity while prioritizing the goals of the Spring Revolution. According to the announcement, a total of 169 prisoners from various prisoners and detention centers were released without conditions under Section 411 of the Penal Code. This act was aimed at bringing solace to the public and honoring the spirit of unity and reconciliation during the new year. The NUG judiciary oversaw the decision, ensuring that those granted amnesty could rejoin their families and celebrate the New Year's with joy. By offering clemency and cutting short the sentences of certain individuals, the government reaffirmed its dedication to justice, humanity, and the broader aspirations of the revolution. NUG commits to preserving Kayin heritage, supporting aspirations for federal democracy. In a message delivered on December 30, in honor of the Kayin New Year, the National Unity Government NUG reaffirmed its commitment to preserving the rich cultural, linguistic, and historical heritage of the Kayin people. The message emphasized the government's ongoing support for initiatives that uplift the identity and dignity of the Kayin community. The NUG extended its solidarity with Kayin leaders and the broader Kayin population in their shared goal of ending authoritarian rule and achieving full self-determination within a federal democratic union. It pledged to continue promoting the preservation of Kayin traditions, religions, and literature as part of this mission. The statement underscored the importance of unity in striving for a just and democratic future, honoring the legacies and resilience of the Kayin people throughout Myanmar's history. NUG celebrates progress of People's Revolutions on Myanmar's Independence Day. Marking the 77th anniversary of Myanmar's Independence Day on January 4, the National Unity Government NUG declared that the Spring Revolution has evolved into a highly successful people's movement over the past 3 years. In its message, the NUG highlighted the resilience and unity of Myanmar's ethnic groups in rejecting oppressions and mobilizing every available resource for revolutionary efforts. The statement underscored that this unity and determinations have been the foundations of many historic victories in the ongoing struggle. The NUG reaffirmed its commitment to enhancing collaboration with ethnic resistance forces with the shared goal of achieving full liberation and national independence. The NUG called for continued solidarity and actions to realize the aspirations of the people and to secure lasting freedom for the entire country. NUG emphasizes combined efforts in revolutions and reconstruction. On January 1st, Acting President Shiller of the National Unity Government NUG delivered an address highlighting the government's efforts to simultaneously carry out revolutionary work and reconstruction projects. He emphasized that the NUG has been fulfilling its revolutionary responsibilities in line with the people's mandate while also focusing on the reconstructions of the nation. While acknowledging certain shortcomings in leadership and the advanced consequences of poor governance and systemic flaws throughout Myanmar's history, he assured that the NUG's approach was not about harboring hostility, but about striving to correct this mistake. The acting president reaffirmed that despite facing challenges in the political landscape, the NUG, along with its associated groups such as the People's Defense Force (PDF), the People's Administration Teams, and the People's Security Teams, remain committed to ensuring the people's welfare and continue to work towards addressing its shortcomings. Acting President stresses ongoing support for Chin ethnic unity in struggle for federal democracy. On December 30, Acting President Waleeshila of the National Unity Government (NUG) reaffirmed the government's unwavering commitment to supporting the unity and collaboration efforts of the Chin people. Speaking at the one-year anniversary of the formations of the Chin Brotherhood Alliance, he stated, "The government is always ready to assist and strengthen the Chin people's unity efforts." Acting President Waleeshila expressed pride in the Chin people's ability to form a united front despite the challenges posed by the military political tensions in Chin State. He emphasized the importance of unity among Chin ethnic groups and their neighboring communities to achieve the success of the Spring Revolution and end the military oppressions. He called for the consolidations of ethnic solidarity across the country to help establish a federal democratic in Myanmar. NUG Prime Minister calls for swift action against those pursuing personal gains amid revolution. On January 3rd, Prime Minister Kayin of the National Unity Government (NUG) urged immediate and effective action against individuals who have been neglecting the revolutions and pursuing personal interests at the expense of the people's struggle. Speaking at the meeting of the Central Committee for the Implementations of Interim Local Public Administration, he emphasized that it was time to take action against those who have been violating the law, neglecting the revolution, and prioritizing their personal benefits. From today onwards, it is crucial to address the action of those who are ignoring the people and engaging in self-serving activities, he said. Ministry of Human Rights: drone attack by the military group killed 7 civilians in Hindra, Myanmar. On December 31, 2024, in the afternoon, a drone attack by the terrorist military council targeted a Hindu temple and 2 nearby shops in Ranaga village of Phu Township, Pagil region. The attack resulted in the deaths of 7 Hindu civilians. The Ministry of Human Rights of the National Unity Government (NUG) reported that the attack also left 4 other civilians injured. The bombing caused significant damage to the Hindu temple's roof and the eastern section, as well as to several homes nearby. The NUG condemned the attack, which is yet another incident of violence perpetrated by the military council against the civilian population. NUG releases information on human rights violation by military group. On January 2, 2025, the Ministry of Human Rights of the National Unity Government (NUG) announced the launch of an online platform that allows the public to access detailed information on forced conscription conducted by the terrorist military council. The platform provides real-time data on the military's unlawful action, such as methods and events used to recruit young people into the conflict. It highlights over 1,160 instances of human rights violations under the unlawful conscription law, as well as information about 22,765 people arrested. Additionally, the website organizes these violations by month, regions and state, and breaks down incidents by age group, offering insight into the scope of violation. The NUG has gathered these details from public reports and its systematic data collection to shed light on the ongoing abuses committed by the military council. NUG reports continuous trends of Spring Revolution despite limited international aid. On January 3, 2025, Deputy Minister Wu Aung of the National Unity Government (NUG) Ministry of Human Rights addressed challenges and efforts regarding human rights and justice during a press conference. He stated that although international support for the Spring Revolution has not met expectations, the movement momentum remains strong. He added that Myanmar citizens are continuing their pursuit of a federal democratic system, with hopes that the International Criminal Court (ICC) will soon take significant actions against military council leader Myanmar, recognizing that support from the global community has made some progress. UNICEF reports over 750 child deaths due to armed conflict in Myanmar 2024. The United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, reported that over 750 children were killed in 2024 due to area attacks and armed violence carried out by the terrorist military council. In addition to the fatalities, around 3.5 million internally displaced persons, a third of whom are children, are affected by the conflict. UNICEF highlighted that, on average, 2 children are dying or suffering severe injuries every day. Furthermore, over 500,000 children have lost access to education, and more than 11 million children are unable to access essential vaccines. Myanmar has become a focal point globally for the lack of immunizations for children. Due to only receiving 23% of the funds required for children's support in 2024, UNICEF has faced significant challenges in providing aid and coverage. Immediate emergency assistance will be needed for Myanmar's children in 2025. Over 100 civilians' homes destroyed by Myanmar Military Council in 3 years, reports data from Myanmar. Independent organizations data from Myanmar has reported that more than 100,000 civilians' homes have been destroyed in the 3 years following the military coup, as the junta and its allied forces continue to carry out arson attacks on civilians' properties. The report states that across the country, over 106,000 homes have been lost due to this act of violence. Specifically, 102,569 homes have been destroyed by the military council and its affiliated groups. In September 2024, several regions including Kayin, Kayin, Tanindai, Mandalay, Chin and Southern Shan State saw 938 civilians' homes set on fire. The report highlights significant losses during battles in August and September 2024, where over 300 homes were destroyed in Indo Township, Kayin, and another 300 homes in Saidam Village, Kachin State, amid ongoing clashes. Airstrike in Rakhine State, Jaunimo village kills 40, destroys 500 homes. An airstrike by the terrorist military council on Jaunimo village in Yambia Township, Rakhine State on January 8, 2024 has resulted in the deaths of approximately 40 civilians and the destructions of 500 homes. The attack, which took place at 1 p.m., involved the use of the fighter jets, according to reports from PVTV on January 4th. The bombing targeted southern, northern, and central areas of the village, setting fire to numerous civilians' homes. In addition to the fatalities, at least 20 people were injured in the attack. Aside from Jaunimo, the military council also continued to face resistance from the Argan Army AA, which has maintained control over the majority of Rakhine State, excluding key areas such as Chauphu, Nyau, Sitwe. Ministry of Defense, PTF's confirmed implementation of Standardized Command Directive. The People's Defense Force PTF under the National Unity Government Ministry of Defense confirms the release of its Standardized Command Directive on January 4, 2024. This directive is set to be officially implemented on May 5, 2025, marking the 4th anniversary of the PTF. This directive includes 7 key components: objective, historical context, mission statement, and core values, military conduct guidelines, structural organizations of the PTF, basic responsibilities and duties, operational duties and responsibility, standardized procedures and regulations, and methods for ongoing revisions and amendments. All PTF units are required to adhere strictly to this directive in their operations. National Unity Government reports on military progress and territorial control. On January 4, the Ministry of Defense of the National Unity Government released a report of military operations in 2024 for territorial liberations in 7 states, in collaboration with ethnic revolutionary organizations (EROs). The report outlines significant military developments and ongoing operations throughout the year. The PTF Defense Force (PTF), PTF Unit, and the People's Defense Group (PAGF) are actively engaged in joint operations with EROs across all 7 states to liberate their respective territories. The report highlights the strategic controls of major transport routes, including Mandalay, Shwebo, Nijina Road and Ray, Mandalay, Medaya, the Beijing-Bamor Road, Mandalay Lasho Muse Road, Patay Moya Road, Yangon Molamyai, Tambuzia, Yedawe, Nye Kodang Road, Pago Tatong Pa'an, Nyawadi Road, Mongyua Kali Damu Road, Mimbu and Sidri Road, Pye Badao, Tangok Road. These key routes are under the control of the revolutionary forces. Additionally, strategic waterway, including parts of the Irrawaddy, Chindwin, Tanloi and Sit-down rivers, are also under their control. The report further indicates that the revolutionary group have taken control of numerous borders control and crucial for the trade with neighboring country. As a result, the military control has lost control of at least 11 border trick towns. Summary of the report on territory control in Myanmar. On January 4, 2025, the Ministry of Defense of the National Unity Government released a report on military developments in Myanmar in 2024. The report highlighted the current territory control of the terrorist military councils and the revolutionary forces. Key points include the military council is now only in control of 32% of the country's township, marking a significant decline in its territorial authority. Revolutionary forces, including the People Defense Force (PDF) and ethnic armed groups, control a majority of the country's township. Specifically, 144 townships are under their control, with 95 towns, about 40 townships fully liberated. In another 79 townships, armed revolution is ongoing. The report shows that 24% of the country is under active revolutionary war, while the remaining 44% is controlled by the PDF and ethnic revolutionary organization. This report highlights a shift in control within Myanmar, with the revolutionary forces gaining significant ground in 2024. Defense Minister confirms elite commando forces ready for battlefield. Union Minister for Defense, Yimon, expressed confidence that the National Unity Government's commando units are now fully capable of operating effectively in the battlefield. His remark came during a visit to the People Defense Force (PDF) Commando Training Center in Military Region No. 1. Although the commando training has concluded, Yimon emphasized that certain areas of expertise still require further development. He stressed that commandos must be versatile and capable of using any weapons, whether it is their own or that of the enemy. Continuous training is essential to ensure proficiency in handling a wide range of weaponry. Ministry of Natural Resources and Environmental Conservation. Environmental Ministry condemns the deaths of officers in Kayin district. The Ministry of Environmental Conservation and Forestry under the National Unity Government issued a statement on January 4th expressing deep sorrow over the unlawful killing of U Arendama, the Secretary of the Kayin Township in Natural Resources Management Team in Kayin region. The ministry assured that efforts are underway to achieve justice for the tragic incident. U Arendama was reportedly attacked on January 2, 2025, around 2 near Shuidun and Shangalong villages in Kayin Township, approximately 2 miles from Shuidun village. The statement expressed regret over the loss of a dedicated public servant whose passing has deeply affected his family and the community. The ministry further confirmed that they are working closely with relevant organizations to investigate the incident thoroughly and bring those responsible for the attack to justice. Military Operations Summary for first week of January 2025. Across Myanmar, revolutionary groups are intensifying their efforts against the military council, gaining ground in key regions from Kachin State to the Nindaryi. Forces such as the Kachin Independence Army KIA, Arkan Army AA, and People Defense Force PDF have launched successful attacks, captured military camps, and inflicted significant casualties. As the revolutionary expands their influence, their control now spans 144 townships, challenging the junta's authority across the country. Kachin State. In Kachin State, the Kachin Independence Army KIA make a decisive move by overpowering military council camps in Mansi Township, capturing the entire township. The KIA seized control of several key military bases, including Light Infantry Battalion LIB 319, LIB 601, and Artillery Unit 352, effectively expelling military council's forces from the area. This victory marks a significant step in the revolution as the KIA continue to expand its control. Rakhine State and Bago region. In Rakhine State and Bago region, the Arkan Army AA and other revolutionary groups captured the Tambongji military base, located on the border of Rakhine and Bago. In the course of this battle, enemy casualties were transported to Pye, where they were cremated at the local cemetery. The AA and revolutionary forces are preparing for more intense engagement in the area, especially near several weapons factories that could be key for future revolutionary efforts. Nindai region, revolutionary forces used drones to target multiple military councils positions, including the government office in Dawei, as well as the residence of regional ministries and military camps. The Dawei People Liberation Force, TPLF, reported the deaths of numerous junta soldiers as the revolutionaries continued to challenge the junta's control. As well in the region, revolutionary forces launched a successful assault on the military councils, Mechao, 8 Mine Camp, and security gates. The Yebu People's Defense Force, PVTV, reported that at least 5 military council soldiers were killed in this operation. Additionally, in Palo Township, revolutionary forces infiltrated and set fire to the junta security office located in Ward 2, signaling an intensification of revolutionary activity in the region. The actions of the revolutionaries in the Nindai are part of a broader increase in their activity as they continue to challenge the military council's authority across the country. Mandalay region. In Mandalay region, revolutionary forces launched multiple successful attacks on military positions. These included a strike on a military council based between Kayin and Baibin villages in Patenji Township using 460 mm mortars, coordinated by the Patenji PTF, an assault on a military council's camp in Minigong village, Ngazun Township, which led to the deaths of at least 10 enemy soldiers. A targeted attack against the military forces exiting from the western side of the Nyodar industrial zone, resulting in the deaths of around 7 military council soldiers. A mine attack on a military council's convoy near the Medea Sidui Township in Mandalay, where 4 soldiers were killed and 3 vehicles along with 4 firearms were seized. This operation marked a continued increase in revolutionary activity in Mandalay region as the revolutionary forces gained ground against the military council's control. Magwe region. In Magwe region, the People Defense Force PTF targeted military camps in Tilin Township using rockets and drones, successfully deploying over 100 shells. The PTF attack resulted in casualties among junta soldiers, though the exact number of fatalities remain unclear. Bago region. In Bago region, revolutionary forces launched an attack on a military base operated by the Kedumati Air Base located in Tau. The attack, which involved 12 shell blasts, resulted in the deaths of 7 enemy soldiers, including 3 senior officers. Additionally, the Air Base and several command offices were severely damaged, according to the reports from the Brave Warriors for Myanmar, BWM. Nationwide revolutionary movement. Across Myanmar, revolutionary forces have significantly expanded their influence, according to the National Unity Government's NUG. Ministry of Defense, as of the latest report, revolutionary forces are now in control of 144 townships and have fully captured 48 townships. In contrast, the military councils only control 107 townships, which is just 32% of Myanmar's total territory. The ability to govern has been severely limited, with the revolutionary steadily gaining ground throughout the country. Let's see what do we have for our weekly rounded news in coming weeks. Thanks for watching PVTV International.